Apple's 13-inch MacBook Air now comes with much faster storage, better battery life and slightly improved performance in other areas. On the other hand, its display and design are beyond dated. The MacBook Air. It's the laptop so widely recognized that Apple used its design on the roof of its very own storefronts. It's the laptop that, 5 years ago, you would have seen in virtually any coffee shop you haphazardly walk into. Yet, it's also the laptop Apple seems to care about the least now. While the 12-inch MacBook and 13/15-inch MacBook Pro models have all seen refreshes galore since 2015, the MacBook Air has seen very few changes in almost 3 years. At one time, the MacBook Air was the laptop to buy if your lavish tastes demanded a primo machine running Mac OS, but you didn't have the disposable income to justify shelling out for a pricier model. Nowadays, it's the only Mac available for under $1,000. Though holding back upgrades could be a sneaky way of pushing iPad Pro units out the door, the aging MacBook Air may still be your best bet if you're on the fence between the two. Don't get us wrong, despite seeing few substantial changes last year and the year before, the MacBook Air holds up. In 2016, Apple bumped up the RAM from 4GB to 8GB. In 2017, we saw a slight clock speed boost from 1.6 GHz to 1.8 GHz, albeit to the same 5th generation Intel Core i5 Broadwell CPU the MacBook Air has been clinging to for almost 3 years now. Even if what we have now is perfectly suitable, the MacBook Air is still in dire need of an upgrade. Eventually, this machine is going to be outpaced by the latest version of Mac OS, but until then it's up to you to decide whether or not the MacBook Air is worth the coin. Read on for our full-length MacBook Air review, complete with all the stats, facts, and personal impressions you'll need to make an informed purchasing decision. Design. By and large, the MacBook Air generally looks the same as it has since 2010, and there don't appear to be any changes in toe, either. That's a shame, particularly because we're now seeing virtually bezel-less laptops with smaller footprints and high-resolution screens that dismally put the MacBook Air in its place. Forget the Dell XPS 13's physics-defying Infinity Edge display, which is light years ahead. Even Apple's 13-inch MacBook Pro with Retina, once seen as slightly tubby compared to the Air, has a smaller footprint and takes up slightly less space on your lap. Yet, the old "if it ain't broke" mantra applies, at least to a point. The MacBook Air's aluminum unibody design, which supports the main enclosure and the display, is as durable as ever. Its lid can be easily raised with a single hand and doesn't droop in any position, and you have to press really hard to detect flex on the machine's base or lid. It's also easy